liberty, and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our servicemen and women, first responders and veterans, particularly those who have paid the ultimate price, as well as our healthcare workers who tirelessly work to save lives every day. Thank you. Please be seated. Okay. We'll start with open forum. Martha, anything? Nothing today? Okay, then we'll move on to old business. The reason why it falls under old business is because it has to do with our Hafner Park plan. This is the result or part of what we need to go through for the grant that we just received. So this is a stepping stone for making that happen. Hafner Park Improvement Project, seeker declaring the intent to be lead agency. Whereas the Town of Clarkson Town Board, hereinafter referred to as Town Board, has reviewed the New York State Environmental Quality Review Act, SEQRA, Full Environmental Assessment Form, EAF, Part 1, prepared by the MRB Group, hereinafter referred to as Project Engineer, on the above referenced Town of Clarkson Hafner Park Improvements Project, hereinafter referred to as Action. And whereas the Town Board determines that said action is classified as a Type 1 action under the State Environmental Quality Review, SEQR, regulations, and whereas the Town Board determines that said action is also subject to review and approval by other involved agencies under the SEQR regulations, and whereas the Town Board determines that it is the most appropriate agency to ensure the coordination of this action and will provide written notifications to all involved agencies for the purpose of conducting a coordinated review and making the determination of significance thereon under the SEQR regulations. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board does hereby declare its intent to be designated as the lead agency for the action and directs a supervisor to sign and date the full EAF Part 1. Be it further resolved that the project engineer is directed to provide notice hereof to the involved and interested agencies seeking their agreement or objection thereto in writing. May I have a motion?
So moved. I'll second it.
I really don't have any comments for this. Does anyone have any questions? No, are we good? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. I will sign that and get it out tomorrow. Okay, number 2. Resolution to approve professional services agreement, MRB Group, for the 2026 New York State DEC Water Quality Improvement Project, WQIP grant for the salt storage facility. Whereas the town wishes to retain the services of a professional services provider to prepare a grant application for a salt storage facility under the New York State DEC Water Quality Improvement Project, WQIP grant program, and whereas MRB Group has offered to provide such services to the town. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Clarkson approves and authorizes the supervisor to sign the proposal for professional services agreement with MRB Group to prepare a grant application for a salt storage facility under the New York State DEC Water Quality Improvement Project, WQIP grant program. Initial services to be performed at a cost of $3,500. Additional related services to be billed on a personnel time charge basis as required. May I have a motion?
So moved. I'll second it.
Okay, this is, thank you, this is a redo. It falls under new business because it's a new application for 2026. If you recall, we previously talked about we did apply in 2025, and towards the end of last year, it was denied. We recently had a debriefing, big word. A debriefing of the reasons why we did not earn enough points. We were just shy of the points that were needed to be considered for the grant. But the person from New York State DEC highly recommended that we apply again because we were so close. So part of that debriefing also helps with MRB to know where they may have gone wrong in filling out that paperwork. So it's a good help for them. They also indicated that if we can get the project started, that's we don't have to wait for the application or to be granted the application. If we can show that we're in process, that's a huge benefit towards the grant being given to us. So with all that being said, Bob's intent on building that second salt barn, whether we get the grant or not, he already knows where, if by chance we do not get it, where those monies will come from. So it's going to be needed. I believe I believe he said that we could use the CHIPS money, the money that we get every year. It's not, when I was at Highway, it was always specific to just town road work. But it isn't just specific to the roads. It can be for other uses at the Highway Department. So that's our plan, and he's already, I think he's starting, right? He's moving towards that end. So that's why we thought we hope to get it. So this is to allow MRB to do the work again. I can't recall what the dollar figure was for the first application. This is a reduced fee, however, because most of the work's already done. It's just repeating it, so, and making some amendments. So, any other questions on that? No? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, number 3 is for a merit increase for the assistant to the supervisor, Tammy Blanchard. To authorize a merit increase for the assistant to the supervisor, Tammy Blanchard, from Clerk 1, Step 18 on the 2025 step chart, plus the COLA as of 1/1/26 of $28.04 an hour, to Step 10 on the 2026 step chart of $30.01 an hour, effective March 13th, 2025. May I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay. As most of you recall, when I was appointed in September of 23, we had a whole bunch of interviews and Tammy was our choice. So she's done an excellent job. And the way we had it set up at the time of our salary chart, it was for the first 2.5 years, employees received a merit increase every 6 months. So this ends up being 5. This ends up being her 5th merit increase. But in the meantime, as you know, Bob Viscardi reworked that salary chart that was always out of 20 steps, and he's reduced it to 10 steps. And we approved that salary chart in January. So based on that, I know it reads a little goofy, but at this point, she is now at step 10, so she's reached the top of her category on that chart. So this will be her last merit increase that she will receive from here on out. As anyone else any other employee who may be at the top of the chart, they then just receive a COLA increase every year. That doesn't mean we stop evaluating. It's just that they're already at the top of the chart. So that's my explanation. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Number 4 is gosh, we're there already. Acknowledge receipt of the supervisor's January financial report.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, I just want to mention that this is January's. It seems a little late because it's March, but it's done and it's in good shape. February's is also done. However, we just received it at the end of the week. I'm not even sure Tammy sent it out. Did you send it out already? Do you remember seeing
Don't
February?
think so.
Okay, because I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So I'm going to look at it and then we'll get it out to you and we should be able to approve it at the next meeting. After we get it, I want to make sure that town board has at least a good week to review it before. I'm not going to jump the gun on without our review. December 2025, or December rather, or year end is not yet complete. I'm not real sure what the glitch is, but That has to do with some of those transfers that we did last
That's in the
period.
hands of,
Laura Landers,
Laura's.
yep. And our annual financial review, I believe, was due, I can't remember, something tells me it was due this month. We have to file an extension. We just did that this week. You should have gotten a copy of that in the mail, which is not uncommon. And that's, again, for 2025. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you, okay. Supervisors report. Is short. The New York State TAP grant for the sidewalks along Lake Road North is due this Thursday. So, MRB will sending us the draft, here it is, that I have to read through. Anyway, we're on the cusp of sending that out and getting that out. We've been working really, diligently with our New York State representatives here locally to make sure that we do it right. I mean, to provide the information that they know that the grant is looking for. So that's been helpful. And MRB should get that out tomorrow or by Thursday at the latest. We received an email from this Patrick Pittman at the Seymour Library requesting a letter of support from the 3 municipalities for its application of a federal grant for the children's room renovation. The grant is being offered by Congressman Joe Morelli. With town board's approval, I have signed on behalf of Clarkson and have sent it on to Sweden and to Brockport. The grant application is due this Friday, the 13th. So time is of the essence for that. The letter reads in part, on behalf of the town of Clarkson, the town of Sweden, and the village of Brockport, we are pleased to express our strong support for the proposed renovation of the children's room at the Seymour Library in Brockport, New York. This project represents an important investment in the future of our shared community and will provide meaningful benefits to residents throughout the region. Modernizing the children's room will allow the library to better accommodate story times, literacy programs, and educational activities that foster a lifelong love of reading among young residents. The renovated space will also support flexible programming, improved accessibility, and environments that encourage curiosity, collaboration, and discovery. Beyond its educational benefits, the renovation will further strengthen the library's role as a vibrant community hub. Enhanced community space will provide families with a safe, welcoming, and inclusive environment where children can gather, learn, and interact with others. Improved facilities will enable the library to expand its programming and respond more effectively to the needs of families throughout the Clarkson, Sweden, Brockport area. That's just a snippet. It was a 2-page letter written by Patrick. It was very well written, but that gives you the idea of behind it.
Is it expanding, like?
No, they're not. It's not structural.
Using it differently?
Yeah, okay, Tom.
So
Sure.
they've hired a design engineer to restructure, like move things around, see what the best use of space, and that should be to them by the end of March. So that's when that's scheduled to come in. And then at that point, they're looking at carpets, furniture, just to update that. We've had some, or the library has had some comments from the public on some stains. Again, and it's a children's room, so they have drinks and things like that. So that's been going for a bit now.
Does it include the storybook room?
I believe so.
Is that separate from the children's wing?
Is that?
Kind of.
Yeah, it's a bit off
It's
to
an
this.
outlet.
It's like
Yeah,
Oh,
it's an outlet.
like a little hub? Like a
Yeah, it's
little
out-
alcove?
You walk through the
Wow.
room and there's like another room
Oh,
attached to it.
You
have
can
to
see it
walk
from the
into it.
outside, sort of.
oh, okay,
It's what
okay.
you see on the far eastern side of
Yeah.
the building, the footprint. That's the children's storybook room.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they have planned, but it's not, it's not increasing the footprint of the library itself. It's just working within the,
Yeah.
within the walls, the
footprint, and just
parameters,
making-
right.
Utilize it a little bit more efficient and update furniture and carpeting.
It's a good idea.
And it seems like some of the libraries are, some of the towns have larger libraries because they have more revenue, and so there's a little bit of a competition there. Not that it's a compete, but it's, you need to,
This is one, so beautiful.
It is. They do a good job. It's very nice in there.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I think it's not, they,
I agree.
they just, all the programs they're doing.
Patrick does a
He does.
great job.
He really
with
does.
that
Story.
And the grant stuff, trying to,
right.
Really on top of that.
getting that stuff.
So this is, he said this
Does
is,
this proposal include upgrades in the bathroom in that room?
I don't think so.
Oh, I
went
don't
through
know.
it. I didn't.
I think it's just right now, it's just, I think they did the updates, they did one update to the bathroom.
yeah, when
That
they,
was a year
Not the
ago.
one that's in the main entryway, I don't mean that.
No, I
mean the
know,
one
in the
that's
children's
right
room.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but that was all part of the first remedy, though, I thought. That was
part of the
That-
initial plan?
as far as I understand.
Okay.
I mean, it needed to be fixed,
Mm-hmm.
along with what was fixed in that other main room with,
The main bathrooms.
that whole thing was a mess, but it's not anymore. So that's a good thing. We'll wait and see. This is a federal grant. When federal grants are hard to get, Patrick said this is his first attempt at a federal grant, so we'll see where it goes.
He's going through Morelli?
Yeah.
Is that what he said? Oh, that's good.
A lot of the congressmen, I don't know, I probably got from 3 different people the same opportunity, right? And we looked at it for items for our town, and there wasn't really anything that we could grab a hold of. According to MRB, they looked at it for us, and there was nothing that we could get. But I think it's a promotion by the congressman, and it's great if we can grab onto it, and let's see what happens.
Did Patrick write it himself,
Yes,
Yes,
the grant?
yeah,
yes, he does all of his own grant work.
yeah. It's tedious.
Very tedious.
Mm-hmm. So, good for him. Okay, that's all I have for my report. Next is town board, anything?
I'm good.
Nothing? Okay. And, town clerk?
Yes. Okay, I have the rabies clinic has been secured for Thursday, May 7th from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Clarkson Highway Garage. We can always use some volunteers for that evening. If any board members would like to join in, please just let me know. Dave Maynard's also looking for a town board liaison between us and dog control, if it's something we could think about. No matters at hand at the moment, it's just something he'd like to have.
I think I've talked to Dave about that. He
Okay.
asked if I would do it.
He asked me to inquire, so
Okay.
perfect.
I
If
hadn't
you want to
heard.
reach out to him, or however you work it out. Okay. Shred Day has also been secured for Saturday, June 6th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the parking lot at in front of Highway. And that too could use a few volunteers if interested for the town board.
I'll be there.
Can you just
Thank
tell me
you.
the time for the rabies clinic and the shred day again?
Rabies Clinic, May 7, 5:30 to 7:30. And Shred Day, Saturday, June 6th from 10 a.m. to noon. Okay?
Now
Thank
that
you.
Sue's thrown around these dates, I have an email that I still haven't sent to our web guy about putting a calendar on our website. We're going to put a calendar on the website, and all of these dates that were thrown around, we're going to add to them. So you don't need to wait to hear from us or to call to find out when they're scheduled. They will be there. So I think we're overdue with getting it a calendar on the. And this is a separate calendar from the lodge rentals. That's a whole separate ballgame. This will just be a general calendar that I don't even know where they're going to put it, but someplace where you can easily access it and see what's happening and what's coming up.
Say again, I'm sorry, the times of the shred.
The times of the shred are 10 a.m. to 12 noon. June 6th, Saturday, June 6th.
Thank you.
And we'll have another newsletter at the beginning of May.
There'll be flyers, you'll know.
And we'll add those dates.
It is by appointment only too. Let me add that.
Which one?
Just the
The rabies?
clinic. It's a free rabies clinic.
And I think
So
they're
it's-
only doing dogs this year. Is that correct? Or are they doing dogs and cats? Someplace I thought it was just dogs.
As far as I know, it's just dogs.
Is it just
and
dogs?
ferrets.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought they
okay.
did cats too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I guess they do. We
Yeah,
don't
'cause
get a lot
I-
of them, right?
This
No,
was the
that's
first
true.
year- Last year was the first year that I think I
Yeah.
couldn't help. But
I don't-
No, they do
We may,
cats. I'm
you
sorry.
may want to
It's
verify
rare.
that though, for some reason. I don't know why.
He did not say it was not for cats. Are
Okay.
you thinking, did you hear something from the Department of Health?
I'm not sure.
It's really determined by them.
Oh, is that right? Or what we can?
Ultimately.
Oh, is that, okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, if they have serum or not and how many. That's
Okay.
why the times have
Well,
to
that
be
might
a
be,
certain.
that might be some, hello, Bug. That might be something you, we have a lot of these in our building.
Snake bite.
No,
No,
those
it's
other
their-
ones.
those-
They're other friends.
Elder bugs? Is that what they are? They're box elders? Yeah.
I will double check, but I
There's no
will.
appointment for the shred, right?
No,
Just drive right up. It's a drive-through.
right.
You
Okay.
drive right up and we're right there for you.
Building inspector, building department report. Andrea gave me this yesterday. Today, 21 of the 69 required annual fire inspections have been scheduled. 12 fire inspections have been completed and passed so far this year. Second notices will be generated and mailed at the beginning of April to businesses that have not yet responded to request to schedule their fire inspections. Continuing education, CE credits were updated and distributed to all support board members, along with reminders regarding the annual requirement of 4 hours of continuing education credits. 15 permits have been issued so far this year. 15 permits. What kind of permits? Hello, Bug. Goodbye, Bug. Here soon. 14 building permit inspections have been completed. Steve has completed another round of code enforcement training. He recently completed the 9E Residential Code of New York State course and passed with a score of 92%. This week, Steve is attending 24-hour mandatory in-service training. Next week, he will begin the 9F Building Code for New York State course, which is the final course required for full certification. The Historic Preservation Board will hold a public hearing on April 6th at 6 p.m. regarding the appearance associated with the proposed change of use for the property located at 8388 Ridge Road, from an auto body repair shop to a gas station. Oh, right here, right on the corner. Okay.
Sales place.
Sales. 8388 Ridge Road doesn't mean anything to me, you know, as an address on its own. To ensure the building design and site appearance remain consistent with the historic character of the surrounding neighborhood. A radio frequency engineer is currently reviewing the application for a proposed telecommunications tower at 3186 Sweden Walker Road. The project has not yet been scheduled for a public hearing. It has only received initial review by both the Planning Board and the Zoning Board of Appeals. Violation notices have been issued to properties along Ridge Road that are not in compliance with the Clarkson Town Code and/or the New York State Property Maintenance Code. Reminder, the New York State burn ban will begin March 16th and remain in effect through May 14th. That's something we need to put on our
New calendar.
new calendar, plus on Facebook as a reminder. There's a lot of wood that people are gonna wanna burn once it dries up. Okay, so that's the report from building. Attorney O'Toole? Okay. Highway Superintendent is excused tonight. I don't have a report from them. The minutes from February 24th. Is there a motion?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. And the audit today is $62,225.11.
I'll make the motion that we pay the bills.
I will second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries, thank you. Motion to adjourn?
Okay, I'll make that.
Okay,
A second?
all in favor?